Hi guys, henriites295 here, and today I'm doing a trailer analysis of the new Pokemon X and Y trailer that was released sometime around this week. So I haven't been posting many videos lately, and that's because I've been trying to upload one particular video that hasn't been uploading. It's just been cancelling continuously. So, as I was saying, I've got a news update of it, and it's a trailer analysis. So first of all, we finally got to see the new starter evolutions for our starter Pokemon in Pokemon X and Y, Chespin, Fennekin and Froakie. The name of Chespin's evolution is Quilladin, which is still just a grass type Pokemon. Just grass type, no ground type or rock type. Yeah. Nothing like that. So, although it is still a grass type Pokemon, we can clearly see from the trailer that it can use Mud Sport, which actually looks pretty cool. So, Mud Sport, could it be hinting on that? Not too sure, but the quill in the word, which is of course because of all the quills all over it. And then we have the addin, which is part of a word something like paladin, which means knight. So this could hint on Chespin's final evolution being a steel and grass type, and I'll talk about that later. The next starter evolution is of Fennekin, and the name of this one is Braixen? I think it's Braixen. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, don't. Just leave it. But yes, it's called Braixen, and from what we can see, it has quite an interesting design, with the tail looking very much like a bell, with a stick coming out of it. But then we see it use a psychic move, and it takes the stick out of its tail, hinting on the fact that this could be a wand. And I've forgotten the actual name of the move, but it sure looks pretty good to me. Yeah. But seems as it has a wand, we know that it could be a fire and psychic type for its final evolution, but could it be a fairy type, seems as we often see fairy types having wands, don't we? Well, not fairy types not fairy types having wands, but fairies actually having wands. So this would all fit in with Froakie's new evolution, Frogadier. I think that's it. But, you know, the first part of its name, Frog, because it's a frog. But then the second part of its name, of the adier part, is part of another word, which actually means like something like a knight or something. And they were in Napoleon's army, which is funny because it is the Calais region, which is based off France. So, anyway, back to the point here. This could mean that it would be a water and fighting type for its final evolution. And now I'm going to explain why I've been saying what the types might be for the final evolution. Okay, so if Froakie's final evolution is a fighting and water type, that means the fighting type would be super effective against the steel type of Chespin's final evolution, maybe, of a steel and grass type, which would then be super effective against Fennekin's final evolution being a fairy and fire type, and that would then be super effective against Froakie's final evolution being a water and fighting type. So it will go fighting, super effective against steel, steel on fairy, and fairy on fighting. So it all goes around. Next I'm going to talk about the new Pokemon that we saw in a different trailer, very briefly, which I haven't done an analysis on, but you can go check that out in another video that somebody else has done. So, it is called Furfrou, and this Pokemon is apparently a poodle Pokemon. And the interesting thing about this, you can actually groom its fur, but we don't know too much about that at the current time. The only thing we know is after 3 days and you haven't groomed the fur again, it will go back to Furfrou's shaggy form that it had before. Also, when you groom it more, you unlock more hairstyles that you can do. At the current time, we don't know whether it will affect its moves, but many people have been saying that with the different fur coats, it could have a different type of move in a certain place. Next, I'm going to go on and do the new fossil Pokemon for the Kalos region, which are Tyrant and Amora. So let's start off with Tyrant. Tyrant happens to be a rock and dragon Pokemon, which means it will be very, very weak to any ice types. Seems as rock is weak to ice type, and so is dragon. It has a new ability called Strongjaw, which improves the attack of any moves like Crunch, Bite, Fire Fang, Electric Fang. I think that's a move, I'm not sure. I'm not exactly a Pokemon master, but I like the series. You will be able to obtain Tyrant if you revive or restore the Jaw Fossil at the Fossil Lab, which I think will probably be in a desert area. Next we have Amora, the rock and ice Pokemon. So, with it being rock and ice, it will not have a weakness to ice, but then again it won't be, I'm not sure, it won't be affected. Normally it might have a little bit more damage done to it than normal. But it has a move called Refrigerate, which turns the effect of any normal type move to ice type. Whether this will happen with the opponent's Pokemon as well, we don't know yet, but you can get Amora from restoring the Sail Fossil. We now have the 2 Pokemon that have been confirmed, which alternate their forms according to their gender. First we have Pyroar, and this is the evolution of a Pokemon that we have seen in earlier trailers called Leo. This has different male and female forms, like male having a huge mane, like a male lion usually does, and the female just having this one stripe out of its head. Next we have Meowstic, which is a cat Pokemon which seems to be psychic, and the male has a kind of blue form with white markings, and the female has a white form with blue markings. The male mainly focuses on supporting moves, whereas the female is better at attack moves and will learn moves more like extrasensory. Because we've seen in the trailer that female Meowstic uses extrasensory and the male Meowstic uses Mean Look. I think it's Mean Look, I'm not too sure though. Anyway, I'm not sure if I've skipped anything. Alright, so it turns out that I did miss something, and it was the Mega Evolutions that were displayed in this trailer. And first of all, we have a very exciting announcement of Mega Garchomp. So not really that much to say about him, except for the fact that although Garchomp is the Mach Pokemon, he is apparently not going to be as fast. So he's lost a bit of his speed and gained a bit more strength and power. So that's an interesting thing. Apart from that, he just looks like a spikier, kind of manlier version of Garchomp. So nothing much there. But we then have Mega Mewtwo X confirmed. Yes, that's right, Mega Mewtwo X. The X part of it meaning that, yes, it is version exclusive. So the one that we have seen before is Mega Mewtwo Y. So that will be available in Pokemon Y, and Mega Mewtwo X will be available in Pokemon X. Apart from that new feature, there's not really that much different, although the Mega Mewtwo Y will probably be more on speed, and this will be more on power and fighting. So it will be psychic and fighting type, and it doesn't look really too much different from Mewtwo. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I was editing this when I noticed it, so enjoy. We then have the trainer customization. It has been confirmed that you can do lots more customizations apart from just the hair and the facial colour. You can now customize the hat, the hairstyle, the colour of your face, like I said before, and you can also change your costume. Whether you'll be able to change the colour of your costume and design your own little Pokemon t-shirts like we've seen from one of your friends in the game, we don't know yet. But it looks pretty cool, and it's a good way for online fighting to tell the difference. And we haven't actually seen it on the avatar, we've only seen it on the normal figure, which you would see in like battle cutscenes and stuff. So we're yet to see that, and I hope it continues throughout the game rather than just battle cutscenes and stuff like that. Anyway, that's probably all for this trailer analysis. Let me know in the comments below if I've missed anything. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video and want to see more like this. And I'll see you all on my next video. Peace out, henriites!